Joel,
Yes, Ray.
we have a guest today.
We do have a guest.
This is an episode of Blurred Lines, so please.
I love this episode. This is where we show where cleaning stops and starts with another company. In this case, it happens to be pest control. And we are meeting with Dara today, owner of Ladybugs All Pest Solutions in Rochester, New York.
Dara, it's great to have you here today.
Why, thank you for having me.
Dara, you have been in and out of numerous commercial properties, residential properties. You know, your team, I see your trucks all over the road.
They're eye-catching, aren't they?
They are. And we really want to get to the heart of this line between cleaning and pest control. And Joel, you made a great joke about something a customer told you to do earlier.
I'm always being told by customers, oh, use glass cleaner. Kill the ants with a glass cleaner. Well, I'm smart enough to know that if I were to do that, I have a feeling the government might be coming down on me and breathing for doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. And that is why I turn over those types of situations over to Dara.
So Dara, other than, okay, kill ants with glass cleaner. Got anything to say about that?
I mean, so many thoughts. It's like where to begin, right?
Are they just going to drown? Is that the idea?
Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to ask whoever asked that question. But, you know, like as a professional pest control and pest management and, you know, pest solutions company, our products are so strong. They're highly regulated by the DEC. So you have to be licensed in order to purchase. You have to be licensed in order to apply. And all of that is reported to the DEC. So you have to understand what kind of insect you're treating, what type of rodent, and pair the two. There's no one solution for every insect and for every pest.
Yeah. Joel, I know that you have been in situations because some things are a sanitation issue. I think that's mostly where the blurry line really starts.
Absolutely. I just did a walkthrough of a restaurant kitchen recently. A friend of mine took over as a manager of a kitchen, and they took me through the supply closet. And there was all kinds of cans of Raid and the fly catchers that you undo to hang from the ceiling and things like that. And I told him, you can't have any of this in the closet. You're not licensed. You need to talk to a pest control company. Like, well, we're trying to save money. I said, save money. All you need is the health department to walk in right now, and you will not be saving money. One, they'll probably close your kitchen down, and two, they're probably going to fine you. So anything that you spend on a pest control company is actually going to save you money.
No.
I'd like to add, they're also going to be shut down and it becomes public record. All those violations on food, they are publicly available.
Right. How expensive is that? You know, if you're, as a business owner, saying, I will save 30, 40, 50, $100, as opposed to having your business shut down.
Right.
When you compare your professional services in pest management, again, there's that sanitation issue. That's the line. Where do you find that this is where I should be called, my team should be called? It stops here. It's not just somebody didn't pick up the mushy banana and now we have fruit flies. From that forward, what happens? You know, like, where is that starting point called, Dara?
Honestly, I think that starting point is as soon as you open. We take a lot of pride in educating people on that prevention is the key. It's a lot easier to prevent infestations of insects, of pests, of whatever it is you might be experiencing than it is to treat once it's already there. So it's easier to prevent rodents from getting inside rather than when they're inside and they've had hundreds of babies in a month and, you know, your food plant is not usable because you didn't prevent 2 months ago.
Got it.
The same thing is true with, you know, when you go and have insects where you have wasps and stinging insects, it's a lot easier to treat the perimeter of a property before nests have started than it is to come and remove 6 nests from a property.
Sure.
So prevention is really the key. Most establishments that we have the opportunity to educate follow our guidance because it's a very logical, cost-effective process.
I love the fact you're talking about at the start. Not for nothing, the sign of a true professional, right? Quite frankly.
At the start, because, we can see things from a layout perspective, from an operations perspective. When people are receiving large orders through double doors, through man doors, through docks, if you don't have a barrier for that into your facility, you're opening yourself up for problems. So, we can give guidance before you're even open of what to expect and what our recommendations are.
Oh, that's fantastic advice.
The other thing, if I might add, that I like that she talks about is education.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things that even in my company, not just our employees, but the education of our clients. Because like Dara and her company, my company, or any company in the janitorial or maid service arena, we're supposed to have more knowledge than our clients and to educate them so they understand why we have to do things the way that we do them and why you can't use Raid or have, glass cleaner or something like that, to kill the ants or whatever, and understanding how it's going to impact them. They're good at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They're not good at what we do. They may have a general understanding, but their depth of knowledge is not far enough.
Well, and Joel, and in similar fashion, both of your professions handle some potentially very dangerous chemicals because you need to complete that job.
Correct.
They're dangerous when used incorrectly.
Right.
You are trained to handle them properly.
100% correct.
Yeah. And, one thing that when we got into this industry almost 4 years ago now, we took the position of we wanted everyone who was with us to hold multiple licenses. People aren't operating as an apprentice. Everyone has multiple licenses. Even though it's not required, we hold our team to the highest standards.
So, Dara, what are some of those licenses? I'm familiar with the standard applicator's license, but what else?
There are multiple licenses through the DEC, 7A being the most common, and that allows pesticide application. Multiple guys on our team have wildlife and nuisance wildlife, so that enables them to trap and release wildlife. Let's say squirrels are in your attic or a raccoon is in your dumpster or whatever wildlife you might be experiencing, we can trap and relocate. We can do the exclusion work. We have 3A for lawn and garden, so we do all natural treatments for mosquito and tick.
That's a big deal.
For safe kids and pets,
Yeah.
do not apply chemicals there. It's an all-natural solution, so our guys are licensed for that. We have 7F for food plants and audited accounts. I would say our team is the experts there as well because everyone is trained, educated.
That is a very well-rounded team. I can, my congratulations.
We have an amazing crew and a growing crew.
Dara, Joel's clients are in and out of commercial locations all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them aren't maid services, occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
So they're serving commercial properties, commercial customers.
Sure.
What's a great opportunity for you to serve? I realize it's, again, as a business is opening, great time to set a plan.
Mm-hmm.
There are a ton of businesses out there that are already operating, though.
Yeah.
If our listeners are in and, hey, I'm running up against this bug, this pest, this request from a customer, and I don't know how to push back. A critter is involved, whether it has 4 legs or 6 or more. They can contact you?
Absolutely.
Where?
At Ladybugs All Pest Solutions, we have website, phone number, email, Facebook, whatever is easiest for them. One of our team of experts will be available to help guide them and be able to answer some questions on, is this something that's hazardous? Is this something that might be like a one-off? Seeing one bug in a school, probably not an issue, but, let's see a few hundred. Whole different ballgame.
100,000 elder box beetles.
Yes.
It's the apocalypse.
Well, people don't understand, they say, oh, ladybugs, they're so cute. They are so cute. And we're not talking about like an infestation of 1 or 2 ladybugs. But I've been in a bakery that had thousands of ladybugs on the windows and you couldn't see through. The daylight couldn't get through. The bakery was shut down because they they had that problem. They had that infestation.
Oof. I can only imagine the stories. Dara, thank you. Thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you.
Joel, thank you.
You're welcome.